Hey everyone, it's Matt here. Today I'm gonna talk about how to take your currency like ringgit, Singapore dollars, Aussie dollars, US dollars, put it into an asset where its value wouldn't fluctuate like how stocks would or crypto would. Um, and there is no minimum deposit. You can deposit the amount that you like, and you can withdraw whenever you would like to as well. Um, so yeah, let's get into it. Um, so first off, you gotta have your currency. Okay, your currency in USD, or your currency will be fine. Then you gotta get something called USDT. Now you see Bitcoin and ETH. If you know what USDT is, you know that it's used to buy cryptocurrency like Bitcoin and ETH. What is USDT? It is a stable coin. Means this coin is stable. Okay, like Bitcoin and ETH, they have their own value and they go up and down, up and down. But USDT, okay, is pegged is a stable coin. USDC is a stable coin. DAI is a stable coin. So why do we use stable coins? Because um, one USD is equivalent to one USDT, USDC, or DAI. Any of these, they are stable coins. They are pegged. So if USD goes up, they follow. It's 1 to 1. Okay, so that's how I get a coin that I can invest and get some gains back. I'll show you where I put them to get these gains that I'm talking about, like 20 to 40%, where there's no minimum deposit and you can actually withdraw whenever you want. So step one, understanding what stablecoins is. So if you follow me this far and some of the terms I'm using um, are foreign to you, use your best friend, Google. You want to be a good investor, that's really all there is to it. Like the internet is at your fingertips with Google. So um, we're going to Google this thing called DFYN exchange, or DFYN will do, and make sure you get on this exchange.dfyn.net network. Okay, so DFYN is just like Binance, an exchange, but they're a bit different. So Binance is a centralized exchange. DFYN, just like many other exchanges like QuickSwap Exchange, Uniswap Exchange, SushiSwap Exchange, these guys, they are, whoa, what did I do? They are they're basically decentralized exchanges. So centralized meaning you always have to go to it like the bank. Everything's tied. All your transactions are tied to the bank. But decentralized meaning now users can interact with one another, doing exchange, doing borrowing, lending to one another without going through the central bank. So removing the central bank, you have decentralized exchanges like DeFi. Okay, so I'm not really doing a good job going into detail because that's not what I'm good at. I'm just here to present my findings of what I've used so far that got me those gains that I'm talking about, like those 20 to 40% gains. Okay, so let's go in. So once you're here at Exchange Define, hold on, you should see it now. Once you're here at Exchange Define, swap, pool, vault, charts, and farms. So it looks just a very minimal way to swap or exchange your cryptocurrency. You can exchange even USDT, USDC, all that. They're all there. Okay. So what we want to do to get that amount is go to farms, go to popular farms, and you can see there's a lot of farms here, but this is the farm we're talking about. DAI is a stable coin, right? And USDC. So you want to pick those that only have stable coins. Why? We already explained earlier. If you use stable coins, they're stable, they're not moving anywhere anytime soon. Your investment's going to be pegged to the USD. Yeah, there's not going to be any losses just because you held it. Let's say you hold a Bitcoin and it goes down. And if it goes down, obviously it will come back up. And when you let it go, like you sell it, then you profit or lose. But either way, the value of that thing is going up and down as you're holding it. It's unrealized, of course, but it's still fluctuating value. Stable coins is the way to do it without fluctuating value. So that's one stablecoin pair. Here is another stablecoin pair. another stablecoin pair. And you notice that they'll pair it with other things also, like this is WBTC is wrapped Bitcoin and ETH, and all these other coins that you have to do your research to know what's a stablecoin, what's not. But thus far, DAI, USDC, and USDT are the stable coins that are out there. So here's how I get the rates I was talking about. APR at 43.32%. So here's what they say: deposit your liquidity provider tokens to receive DeFi with insane APR. Now, because there's no centralized bank, there's no centralized bank in Polygon, where in Ethereum mainnet, where all the transactions are, where Binance is and all that. Binance is a centralized exchange, so there's no problem if you wanted to just sell your you want to sell USDT, or you want to buy Bitcoin using your USDT. You just go like, hey, here's my USDT, and someone's gonna go like, hey, okay, here is my Bitcoin. You swap. That's it. You get it right away. Not so easy on decentralized exchange. Decentralized exchange, think of it as like some sort of you come to a brand new planet and you are just about to repopulate Earth. There's no resources, there's no existing resource for you there to say like, okay, I'm going to trade this for this, you know. So how do we then exchange or swap all these things on Polygon, which is a decentralized network? What's happening here with define, quick swap, all this is what they get you to do. They give you rewards for you putting your DAI and USDC is one of them, or ETH and USDC. What they're trying to do is they want you to put one asset with another asset together in a pool. They call them liquidity pools. You have to do, I'm not going to talk too much about that because that really will take up a lot of time. So Google liquidity pool, liquidity mining to understand what happens in the pool, what are the risks involved. But I can assure you, using stable coins, the risk is minimized, almost zero, because this value and this value doesn't fluctuate much. They're just 1-to-1. So again, why liquidity pools exist is so that if there's a pair, let's say Bitcoin and USDC, means I can actually, if I want Bitcoin, I can actually trade for Bitcoin. I just need to, someone outside can say, hey, I'm offering USDC. So I'll throw USDC into the pool, USDC will go up, and then I'll take some Bitcoin out. Bitcoin goes down. And the pool self-balances itself. That's why it's called a liquidity pool. And because of that balancing, your assets might go through some losses, temporary losses. So that's why I said, let's just use stable coins. One going up doesn't really affect the other one, because if you add the quantity, it's just maybe you get more of this. But either way, more of this DAI or USDC, more of either one is still, these things are about the same value. So even if you give, you know what I mean? So it's, even if I gave you more quantity of either one, you balanced out each other. Okay. So if that was a lot of information that did not make sense, please just Google. But I believe I've done my part to explain what we do here, what I did to get that rewards, which is like 40-something% APR. Okay, so how do I get rewarded? Okay, you get rewarded obviously according to your APR. This is the estimate how many DeFi will you earn. So per how do I know the value of DeFi? I just click on that, and then you see I've got 5 DeFi. Okay, and the price of DeFi now is at 183. It's coming back. It was at a very low at 1.6 few days ago. So you're saying that, Matt, you said I was not supposed to get any losses, like, but now you're telling me that DeFi's value was at a price. So are you saying DeFi is not a stable token, that DeFi's value will go up and down? Sadly, yes. And this is the only part of the investment that I would say that there is some fluctuation, which is your DeFi tokens do fluctuate up and down. But that being said, your capital that you invested, capital meaning the initial deposit you put in terms of DAI USDC, that's not affected at all. That will always remain the same. So that is going to be okay, even if you know even if Bitcoin goes up or down, DAI and USDC are going to stay. Okay, so I think that's all I wanted to share. And if you found this helpful, just leave a comment, DM me, just say, hey, this really helped. Or if you have questions, which I believe you do because I didn't cover a lot, and I don't mean to create like a massive YouTube video. I just wanted to do something simple so that you could benefit, and yeah, so that you actually realize that, oh my gosh, like I could actually do this. These opportunities out there. I just need to just park my investments there, earn a good 40%. Oh yeah, and another thing you might be wondering, you say, Matt, 40%, is it going to fluctuate? Is that fixed 40%? Yes, it does fluctuate. I've seen it go down from previously, a few days ago, Bitcoin and ETH did take a dip, and so the rates will go down as well. But it will go down by a bit. This is after it went down already. Means before that, when we're in a bull market where things are going upward and Bitcoin and ETH are doing well, means it will only go up like 50, 60% annual percentage. So there you go. Anything, just fire me, shoot me a DM, leave a comment, pass this on to someone who needs it. But yeah, that's all. And I hope you enjoyed and learned something. I hope this opened up possibilities to you exploring into stable coins, further investing, other ways, other options of investing as well. All right, that's all. See ya.